Hey, it's LaShanda Henry here, aka Sister Sense. Good evening. If you're catching me live, I'm doing a late night web class so that I can talk to you about some of my favorite simple email marketing and sales solutions. So, hello. Oh my goodness, I don't normally do late night sessions, so this should be fun. This particular web class today is inspired by my newly launched Ultimate Girl Boss Bundle over at sistersense.com/UGBB. I'm jumping on here so I can share some strategies with you guys when it comes to launches, email marketing, and sales pages. So hey, my dear Rhonda, thank you for checking in with me for this late night session. Thank you for the hearts and the love. Of course, you know, as I always say, I am here to bring you guys that fire. Feel free to drop that into the comment box. And of course, if you are watching me on the replay side, always remember to drop into the comment box, #replaysrock. So again, we're going to talk about launching new products, marketing, and sales. If you feel like this is something that somebody in your circle needs to hear, feel free to tag them in here. Or, of course, you can share this out because sharing is caring. Hello, my dear. Hey. Welcome. So, all right, y'all, I am jumping straight into our session for today. And again, we're going to talk about email marketing, conversion marketing, and sales pages. Now, side note, I soft launched the Ultimate Girl Boss Bundle today. And in soft launching it, I significantly dropped the price for the first 48 hours. So you want to make sure that if you're curious about seeing it or grabbing it before the rate goes up, you go to sistersense.com/UGBB for details. UGBB stands for Ultimate Girl Boss Bundle. All right, so hopefully the glow up is good. I'm like, the ring light doesn't seem as bright as yeah, there we go. I was like, I'm not feeling the ring light right now. So, okay. Essentially, what I'm going to do is walk you through some of the strategies that I used in my current soft launch promotion for the Girl Boss Bundle, so that, of course, I can talk to you about some things that you can do and, of course, answer any questions that you guys may have if you're catching me on the live side. But you guys can also actually, just to be honest with you, you can drop in questions even watching the replays into the comment box, because I like to come back and check out those questions. Good evening. Hey, Shanita. Welcome. Hey, guys. Hey, Tony. Good evening. So, okay. First thing I'm going to do is share with you some of the email marketing strategies that I tried. Now, my Ultimate Girl Boss Bundle, here's the deal with that, right? Every year, I like to put together these big, beautiful bundles, because I always tell y'all that confused buyers don't buy. Write that down somewhere, okay? Confused buyers don't buy. So if you're like somebody like me and you've got a lot of good that you want to give people, it's possible that sometimes you go, I don't know if they know what to buy because I've got all this stuff. So I periodically like to put together these big, beautiful bundles so that people don't have to be confused and they can get all the good that I got. Hey, thank you for tagging some ladies in here. Tony, feel free to, again, share it out or tag people who you feel like they need to drop in and check this out as well. So that's the first thing I'm going to say to you guys. Big, beautiful bundles. You know, if you've got certain things that are similar, try to put it together so that it makes it like a no-brainer for people. Plus, people like to get the best bang for their buck. People like to get the best bang for their buck. So bundles are always awesome. So I put together my Ultimate Girl Boss Bundle, and I always tell you guys, give people your best, okay? So number one, confused buyers don't buy. Bundles are great because they get the best bang for their buck, and they don't have to pick the stuff. They can just get everything all in one. And number two, when it comes to putting these bundles together, you always want to give people your best. So it took me a while to really sit down and map out what I wanted to put inside the Girl Boss Bundle, but I did it. I did it. So, side note, like I said before, for those of you just jumping on here, I've just soft launched the Girl Boss Bundle It's going into close to 48 hours. And I said, listen, for the first 48 hours, you can literally get like 60, 70% off the bundle. That's going to go away by midnight tonight. And you can look at it. You can take a look at sistersense.com/UGBB. If somebody could drop that into the comment box for me, that would be great. Hello, Kanisha. Hello, hello. Welcome, my dear. Get it, Ladybug. So good to have you here. So, okay, give them your best, put it in a bundle. We're just jumping into the email marketing and conversion sales conversation. Now, one of the first things that I did was I said, okay, because I'm going to soft launch this, I'm actually going to be sharing the Girl Boss Bundle as a 2-week promotion to a new audience. But before I share it with the new audience, I said I'm going to share it exclusively with my girls, with my ladies. And I decided to do it as a soft launch 48-hour reduced rate experience. Okay. So the first thing that I said I want you to identify is if you do have a lot of stuff, can you put it into a bundle? And if you do want to test out sharing it with different people, maybe some of you guys are trying to reach new audiences. Anybody here doing Facebook advertising? I personally don't do a lot of Facebook advertising. I might do a little boosting here and there for not too much money. But I am going to be working with new audiences as far as the Girl Boss Bundle is concerned. So I said, okay, I'm going to test it out and I'm going to test the waters and see what my ladies think about it, which is why I decided to do a reduced rate opportunity over at sistersense.com/UGBB, which again stands for Ultimate Girl Boss Bundle. Now, in doing that reduced rate, I said, okay, I'm not going to leave it up there forever. I set it to 48 hours for that soft launched experience for people to be able to see the page, take a look at it, see if they liked it, and grab it at that reduced rate. So I want you to, thank you for dropping that in there for me, Kanisha. I appreciate you. I wanted you to first identify a couple of items, that offers that you have that you may want to put into a bundle, and identify if you want to soft launch it first to test it out and see if there's anything that needs to be tweaked, changed, adjusted, ... Okay? Now, in doing the soft launch, I always tell you guys when it comes to discount codes, yes, you can just give people the code and say type it in, but I did an automatic discount code so that literally if you just go to the link, it just automatically reduces it by, I think it's somewhere between 60 to 65% off right now. And for me, auto discounts are the way to go. I wanted to find as many things that I could do to make this process as seamless and easy for customers as possible. One of the things that I want you guys to do, actually, for those of you who have sales pages, I want you to be one of the first people to test your sales page. And I know that sounds like a no-brainer, but for a lot of people, they don't. A lot of people put up discount codes and then the code don't work. A lot of people have sales pages and then when people try to buy, something gets funky and kinky and something doesn't, well, I can't, my payments are not being processed, right? I've seen people spend a lot of money on advertising and promotion, sending people to sales pages that don't work. So I want to make sure that, number one, you're testing and you're being one of the first people to, take a look at that sales page and go through the experience that you want other people to go through. Okay. So those of you who are here right now or are listening to the replay, think about your sales page, make sure that you're testing them. One of the things that I like to do as well, I talked to you about auto links, right? Auto coupons. So there are some sales page and e-commerce platforms that will allow you to do a sandbox. Sandbox means that you can test it and do like mock testing of the sales page without actually doing real sales. Now, for me, when I don't do sandbox testing, I just make a discount code of 100% so that I can go. Anybody ever done that before? When I'm testing out my sales pages, I do a 100% discount code so I can literally put it in there. I could go through the process of putting in my credit card and seeing and experiencing exactly what my customers are going to experience. So make sure that you're testing your sales pages. If you can do a sandbox where you don't have the page live, but you can do a pre-mock-up test, you can do that. But otherwise, make yourself a 100% discount code and use that to go through the process without actually having to pay for anything, okay? So those are a couple of recommendations that I wanted to provide to you to start. Now, I was very big on making sure that in doing this soft launched at a reduced rate, it was for a limited time. I like to do those for either 24, 48, or 72 hours, just so that I can kind of test the waters. When it comes to conversion marketing, and I have something called the Simple System to Sales. I don't know if you guys have ever heard about my system before, my signature SistaSense system, but Simple stands for SIMPLE, Select Item, Market, Promote, Link, Engage. So you select one item that you're going to focus on marketing, your promotion, adding the links that people can get to it, and engaging people around that particular offer. Okay. So for me, this simple strategy that I'm talking about tonight was focused on the Ultimate Girl Boss Bundle. You identify that one offer, figure out how you're going to do your marketing, your linking, your engagement, etc. Okay. So now, one of the things that I wanted to share with you was, number one, making sure that if you're going to do a soft launch, it's time specific. Number two, if you're going to do a great rate, do an auto coupon so it's inside of the link and it's easy for people. They don't have to worry about putting in a code or trying to figure out how to make things happen. Number three, and I do this for several reasons, okay? I always tell you guys about easy links, short links, and some of you maybe use bit.ly links. I'm not really a fan. I like to use Pretty Links, which is a plugin on my website so that I can give people short links they can use without necessarily having to recreate or get a whole bunch of domains. Who has a lot of domains? Some of you guys got like 1,000 domains that you're paying for right now. I don't like to pay for a bunch of domains, even though I do have quite a few. I'm a web designer. I'm entitled to have a couple of domains. Side note, hopefully everybody here has their name as one of the domains that they have. One of my domains is LaShandaHenry.com. Hopefully everybody has paid for their name in some way, shape, or form, because you know you're going to blow up Oprah style, right? So you want to make sure you have that. But anyway, when it comes to the different sales pages that I create, normally I'll put together a short, pretty link versus using bit.ly because I'm not really a fan. Pretty Link is Pretty Lite, L-I-T-E. It's a plugin that you can use on WordPress. So, for example, my focus offer right now is soft launching the Ultimate Girl Boss Bundle. And I think Kanisha dropped the URL in there for me, sistasense.com/UGBB. UGBB, I can say that easily, and you can write it down somewhere and go there, right? It's a short link. But when you go there, you're going to see that the real name is Ultimate-Girl-Boss-. It's a very long URL. I like the long URL. I said long. I like the long URLs for search engines so that all those keywords are in there, but I like to share the short URL because it's easier to say. Now, you guys always hear me talking about pretty links, but that's not really the reason why I'm bringing it up today. When it comes to email marketing and sales pages and letting people know about a particular page you want them to go to, one of the things I like about the Pretty Link platform is that for each of those links, you get to track. It shows you how many times somebody has clicked that link. And when it comes to conversion marketing, you guys have to be more intentional when it comes to breaking down your numbers, meaning how many people are going to the page, how many people are clicking the links in your email, how many people are actually buying the product. Because some of you are going, man, I'm not getting enough sales. I'm frustrated with my money. My money is funny right now. But in order for you to improve the sales and to generate the kind of money you would like to generate, you really have to get scientific with the numbers. I'm going to talk about conversion marketing tonight, but the first part of it is sharing some of those resource recommendations that I use so that when I give you the numbers, you can start to look at them for yourself. Okay? So, I looked at my Pretty Link numbers, and using that, I was able to see how many people are going to the page in this 48-hour soft launch email marketing experience, okay? Now, yesterday, there's one email marketing platform that I love to use, Mad Mimi. I sent out an email with Mad Mimi yesterday. Today, I said, you know what, I'm going to send out another email, but I'm going to send it to another list. I have also used Convertkit. I don't know if you guys are using Convertkit, but I absolutely love it. For me, I always tell folks Convertkit is like Infusionsoft on a budget. If you're ever curious about it, feel free to sign up and take a 14-day free trial through me. Just go to sistasense.com/Convertkit to check it out. absolutely love it. Now, when I sent out the email this morning for Convertkit, there's an awesome feature that you can use that if somebody clicks a particular link, you can tag them. And I was like, oh my God, I love this. Tags are really great because tags in Convertkit allow you to segment your list into little sub lists, right? So I said, okay, you know, if somebody clicks this link, that means that they're curious about the Girl Boss Bundle. So I want to tag them interested in Girl Boss Bundle. I put them in that tag so that I can follow up after that initial email sequence and say, hey, I saw that you expressed some interest in the Girl Boss Bundle. You took a look at it yesterday. If you didn't get it, make sure that you go here. I'm going to talk about friendly follow-up in a second, but being able to track the number of people, number one, which is why I like to do the pretty links, but specifically the people who click the link, that's another thing altogether. So every email platform is a little bit different. In Convertkit, when you add links, you can actually add a tag to track and see specifically who in your email list clicked that particular link. Now, if you're using something else, GetResponse, Constant Contact, MailChimp, they may have a process or they may not. One of the reasons why I absolutely love to recommend Convertkit, because they have a lot of the features that a lot of these other email marketing platforms have, plus then some features that some of these platforms don't even know how to do. So that's certainly one of the reasons why I recommend them. But I share that with you because, again, it's so important to, number one, identify how many people are actually going to that link when you're sending them to that sales page or that store page or your home page. And again, if you can tag the people so you can specifically identify the emails of those potential customers going to that link, that's important. Because here's the deal. You can send a ton of people to go and check out a link. Not everybody is actually going to buy. Okay? That's the part that makes y'all cry. Me included. Sometimes I could be all up in my feelings when, you know, you send folks to a page and you're like, this thing is beautiful. Okay, so one of the ladies in my circle, Regina, she signed up for the Ultimate Girl Boss Bundle yesterday. And like I said, you want to make sure that if you want to get it, you get it at the reduced rate, because that is going away tonight at sizzlesense.com/UGBB. But Regina said to me, oh my God, LaShanda, thank you. She was like, this is so pretty. I love it. Just black girl magic just dripping on this page. I was not trying to buy nothing today. You got my credit card out. I already bought it. I'm loving it. You want that. You want that energy, right? You want that excitement, right? And it's so important for you to make sure that when you're going through this process, you're creating experiences for your customer base, right? Hey, Kanisha, you got the bundle. Oh my goodness. Definitely let me know. Definitely let me know, Kanisha, you got the bundle, what you think of it, because, I mean, again, I've soft launched it, so your reviews, I need that. I'm going to be feeding on that, number one. And of course, number two, there is an affiliate program, so y'all sign up to the affiliate program so that you can explain what you like about the particular bundle, motivate other people to get the bundle, so you can literally get some money. Honey, okay? So you can learn and earn, which is why I put the affiliate program together. So like I said, you know, being in a space where the website is aesthetically pleasing is great, but guess what? Not everybody's going to buy it, right? So you go, oh my God, why is no one buying my stuff? You start freaking out, right? So let's talk about conversion marketing so you can understand some of the reasons why people don't buy and how many people you can realistically expect to buy. Okay, so this is a sales page, by the way, over at sizzlesense.com/UGBB that I put together via one of my favorite sales page platforms, which is Thrivecart. I use multiple platforms. Thrivecart is an awesome platform you can use to set up sales pages, but it's not available to the public. You have to get in through somebody. And I think I spent about $600 to get a lifetime access pass to it because I was like, I know this is going to be well worth it. If you would like to get into Thrivecart or try it or learn more about it, just a side note, you can write down TSCP, which stands for TCSP, Thrivecart Sales Page. Okay, let me say that one more time. TCSP. So if you go to sistasense.com/TCSP, you can learn more about the ThriveCart platform. And if you want to sign up through me, you can do so. But it is an investment. Some programs are like sales page programs. They'll charge you like $50 or $100 a month. ThriveCart is like $600, but you get it for life. So honestly, if you are really going to be in a space where you're creating sales pages and selling content and making several $1,000s a month, literally within the first month, if you're doing decent sales, it will pay for itself, just being honest. And I've used it for, I want to say going on maybe a year and a half, because I've got it about a year and a half ago. So, I mean, I'm using it and I have lifetime access to it and I never have to pay for it. No monthly fees anymore. So it was definitely something that for me was well worth it. So I say that again to say this: you've got to be able to get clear about, you know, how many people are coming to your page. Now, here's the deal, okay? When it comes to you marketing your sales pages, you've got to understand the average conversion rates, okay? So I'm going to read out the average conversion rates to you guys, okay? And this may shock you, but it's important. And I do this with my ladies all the time because you need to be able to understand this when it comes to conversion. Average conversion rate is about somewhere between 2 to 3%, on average 2%. So that means when you're sending people to your sales pages, on average, if you're doing the things that you're supposed to be doing and you've got those essential sales page pieces, and I'm going to talk about some of those tonight, on average, you'll get about 2 to 3% of the people going to the page to pay, okay? Now, if you are a top marketer, and a top marketer in the 25th percentile, then on average for you, like top marketers in the 25th percentile, they get about 5% conversion rate. Okay. And these numbers you might think are like really small, but this is the reality of sales. Okay. Now, if you're like in the top 10% of marketing and you just create magical pages, then on average, you'll get about 11% of people that go to the page to buy. So let's talk about this in numbers, okay? Let's say that you've got a product and you send about 100 people to that product. So people on your email list, a couple people click, people on Facebook, a couple people click. You've got people who go, oh my God, this person is awesome. They refer a few people to you. Overall, you get about 100 people to see that page, okay? If you get the average conversion rate of 2%, that means that 2 people buy. 2 people out of 100, okay? That's average, okay? Now, if you get the top 25%, right, you get 5% conversion, you get about 5 people who are going to buy. And then if you get about 11%, which is what the top 10% of marketers get, you'll get 11 people buying from that every 100 people. So you're sitting there sometimes and you're going, well, they're not buying. Is it me? Is it the price? Is it all these other things? They say they want it, but they can't afford it. Sometimes it's the reality is how many people are actually going to your page. And I don't know what sales platform you use. I don't know what e-commerce platform that you use. But if you do nothing else based on what I'm sharing with you today, go and look at your numbers. One of my favorite platforms is Selz, S-E-L-Z. And when you're on SistaSense, you'll see that my shop is created with the Selz store. So sales pages is different from stores. And let me explain that for 2 seconds, and then I'll go back to what I wanted to share with you here. One of the reasons why I brought up Selz is because when I go into my Selz store, I can see exactly how many people have gone to a particular product and how many people bought, and I can see my conversion rate. Same thing with ThriveCart. When I go in there, I can see how many people bought and I can see the conversion rate. You have to be able to see the numbers. Now, sometimes you guys will come to me and go, oh my God, LaShanda, I want Selz, or I want this, you know, I want to set up a sales page like you, should I be getting this platform or Convertkit? Or I don't understand. Okay, so Convertkit is for emails. You sending out email messages to your audience. It's not for, selling the product per se. It's for sending out messages to your audience or putting together autoresponder drip campaigns, building your email list. That's what Convertkit is for. Sells is an e-commerce store. So if you want to have a shop and you want people to be able to put things in the cart and buy, they can buy through your store, which is Sells. You can sell multiple things and have it on a page and people can see that, right? So when you go to Sister Sense and you click on shop, my shop is built through Sells. Sells also has an amazing 14-day trial. If you go to sistersense.com/SELZ, you can sign up through me for that 14-day trial just to test it out and see if it's something that you like. After the trial, if you want to keep it and not upgrade, I think you should upgrade. But there is a free version that you can do. So you can do the free version or the premium version, which is not really expensive. You can do it for at least, I think, somewhere between $12 and $20. It's pretty inexpensive. Now, sales pages are different. Sales pages are individual pages that you create for one particular offer. And when you use a platform like Thrivecart or Samcart to set up your sales pages, they're not set up so that people can see all your products at once in a store. That's why an e-commerce platform is different from a sales page platform. So I've got a ton of sales pages, but there isn't like a store that you can go and see all my individual sales pages. I email market or social media market the individual sales pages, right? Versus having a store. Does that make sense to you guys? Do you understand the difference? So your store, you can have a bunch of stuff in there. People can see what they like. They can put multiple things in a cart and buy everything. Versus an individual sales page, which you use to promote one offer. So if somebody goes to my Girl Boss Bundle page at sistersense.com/UGBB and they sign up to the Girl Boss Bundle, that's one offer. And once they get that offer, they automatically get on the Girl Boss Bundle email list because that's connected to Convertkit. So what I love about using Thrivecart is as people are purchasing products, I can automatically add them to the email list. Convertkit integrates amazingly with just about everything, which is one of the reasons why it's one of my favorite platforms to use. Hi, Erica. Erica says she got her bundle. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much for jumping on here. I'm so glad that you got the bundle. I definitely would love to know, guys, once you get it, number one, what motivated you to get it? If there was a particular, because there are lots of things in the Girl Boss Bundle. It's three parts. It's about money, marketing, and sales. Each part is divided into sections. There is a combination of audios, videos, templates, tools, courses, about 100 plus, and I've divided it into 30 parts. So there's a lot of stuff in there. So feel free to check in with me, guys. Email sistersense@gmail.com. Let me know what you think of the bundle, why you decided to get the bundle, and join the affiliate program. So if you've got entrepreneurs in your circle, you can send them to the bundle and you can learn and earn in the process. So excited about you guys grabbing the good. So yes, okay. So as I was saying, thank you for the hearts and the love. Feel free to share this out. Sales pages versus your store, two different things versus your email platform, a whole other thing. And you don't necessarily have to get all of these at once. You got to check your budget, obviously. But for me, obviously, I want to have the email so I can get people on the list. I want to have a store so people can go to my website and see different things and purchase them as they like. But then I like individual sales pages so that I can send you to one page that tells you all about one item with a lot of long copy. I don't do a lot of long copy. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a visual girl, so I do a lot of pretty images. And I do a little bit of copy kind of in between to break it up, but I'm not like a long copy kind of a girl, like traditional long copy, but that's certainly something to consider, okay? By the way, there is a section in the Girl Boss Bundle on copy, sales copy, and getting better at writing copy and or getting copywriting professionals that are really good at their job. That can help you. I had the opportunity of having April Beverly as one of the speakers for Back to Business. She is a professional copywriter. So she shared some amazing recommendations on how to really work your words, as well as she's got a great resource. So if you want to invest in a copywriting professional, she would be a good person. But that's a side note. There are lots of good pieces in the Ultimate Girl Boss Bundle. So in addition to my trainings, all of the best trainings that I have from my experts that they teach in different areas, copywriting being one of them, all of those are included into the bundle as well. So being able to identify for yourself If you've got a particular sales page, how many people are going to that page is important. Because like I said, some of you guys are frustrated with your return right now, and you're like, okay, I'm doing what I need to do. I'm sending people to the page. How come I'm not getting conversions? But you're not looking at your numbers. So if you are sending people, but you're sending like a handful of people, like I said to you, sending 100 people to a page is not a lot of people. You know, there are people who are sending thousands of people to their pages on a monthly basis, right? But you consider if you've got some people, honestly, you don't have 1,000 yet. You're just starting out with your business. You're lucky if you get 100 people to see the actual sales page. 2% conversion means 2 people are buying, okay? So if you send 100 people to page and you praying that 100 people buy, that's not realistic. You know, I don't think you're even going to get 50 of the 100 people to buy, right? Which is why you've got to look at the conversion, because as women, sometimes we get emotional. You know, I deal with a lot of entrepreneurs who are looking to help and simultaneously heal. What does that mean? A lot of us are living in our purpose and we're trying to help other people, but also heal some of the things that we've gone through in our lives. I work with a lot of entrepreneurs who struggle with depression, who struggle with anxiety, who struggle with fear and frustration. And when you're in that space, when you get super, super excited about putting out a product and not as many people buy the product as you want, your heightened emotions make you susceptible to losing faith, to giving up, to overspending and underperforming and thinking that it's you and why they don't want to buy and all these other reasons, when you're not really understanding that a part of this, the objective, you know, non-emotional part, is you need more people, or not even just more people to see your stuff. You need more of the same people to see your stuff, right? Because even if you have a small list, if you got consistently sending stuff, the rule of 7, you know, I'm going to drop that in there for those of you who know me. The rule of 7 is that most people have to see your stuff at least 7 times before they take action. So I don't want to just sit here and say you need a ton of people to see your stuff. You need more of the same people to consistently see it. Just like we watch commercials, right? And we may, you know, sometimes I binge watch my shows, and we may see something and go, oh, that's interesting. You're watching the show and you see the commercial 15 times, and then all of a sudden you go outside and you buy that thing. That's how the rule of 7 works when it comes to repetitive marketing. So I tell you this because I do, especially for my OMG overwhelmed manic geniuses out there. I don't want you to simply sit there and think that things aren't working for you because of you or the price or the people. Conversion marketing is a big part of that. And I always try to overstress that with my client base. Hey, Katoya, so good to have you here, my dear. Yvette says, thanks for sharing. Gonna check out the bundle. And she is sharing something as well, a directory that members may need. Okay, well, thanks for that, Yvette. It's so important that if you do have resources, you know, just to kind of, you know, put them out there and share. So I appreciate you for joining us. And again, feel free to check out the bundle. There's like a crazy reduced rate that's happening right now. It's like 60 or 70% off because I'm soft launching it for 48 hours, but that's ending in, at this point, less than 2 hours. It's again at sistersense.com/UGBB. Hello, my dear Katoya. Do we have a clarity call tomorrow? I looked at I do clarity calls on Wednesdays. I looked at it really quick today and I was like, man, I got a lot of calls tomorrow. I've got a full day of clarity sessions. And some of you may go, how can I schedule a call with you, LaShanda? Feel free to go to callme.sistersense.com so you can book a session if you want a 30-minute, 60-minute, or 3-hour clarity call session. All right. So, okay, we talked about short links and why I love them, so that you can not just give, it's easy to give people a short link. Because yes, it's easy for me to say, go to sistersense.com/UGBB, Ultimate Girl Boss Bundle, write it down somewhere, go there, share, right? I like short links because they're easy to say. But it's also important for you to track and see how many people are going, how many people, not just how many people, but again, specifically who's going. And like I mentioned with Convertkit, being able to put that tag and track the people who actually click the link, priceless, all right? Schedule one ASAP. Okay, definitely. Hopefully I get to talk to you real soon. So yes, definitely. Okay. So the next thing that I want to talk to you is my favorite, which is friendly follow-up. So it's been, it's going to go on, it's 40 hours at this point because I'm about 2 hours shy of wrapping this bad boy up, my soft launch for the Ultimate Girl Boss Bundle. And so the first message I sent out to let people know, okay, for 48 hours, you can get 60-70% off of the bundle. I wanted to be able to soft launch it with an exclusive reduced rate to my audience. Then I checked in this morning and said, listen, 24 hours left. Okay. So we're about 24 hours left into getting your Girl Boss Bundle. And then I checked in and I sent out another one and I said 6 hours left. Okay. Now, what you'll find is that when you do like a 48, 24, 48, or 72 hour promotion, you also have to be proactive with sending out messages. You can't do a one and done conversation and just kind of send out one message and, you know, hope and pray. Some people see it, some people don't. When it comes to, again, the rule of 7, you've got to be consistent. You got to be repetitive. You cannot worry about people unsubscribing because if they're unsubscribing, that means that it's not a right fit for them. So move along and keep it moving, right? You got to just stay focused. You have to be committed to sending out at least 3 emails in your sequence, okay? That initial one, at least 1 in the middle, and then 1 at the end. Now, I know folks send out way more than that. Some of the marketers, they'll send you out one every 2 hours. They'll be like, 5 hours left, 2 hours left, 1 hour. Me sending out 3, that's, you know, for me, that's as good as I need to do. Hey, E. Michelle, good to have you here, my dear. But that's important. Now, as I'm sharing these recommendations for you, I want you to identify a specific offer that you want to promote because, again, simple. It's funny because Michelle and I are talking about my Simplify, Serve, and Sell challenge, and she's enjoying that right now. So it's awesome to have her here tonight. Again, the simple system that I have, you have to select, item, market, promote, link, engage, SIMPLE, the simple system. Okay. So once you select that offer, you've got to be intentional about sending out your email marketing at least 3 times, okay? So that you can check in with people because number 1, some people are going to forget. Number 2, some people are on different time zones. Some people are at work. They may not see it. They got bogged down by a bunch of other emails. A lot of us are only going to check but so many emails before we're like, okay, no more. I'm going to do this tomorrow. So, you know, sending it out at multiple times is to remind people. It's to get on top of the emails of other people. It's to motivate people who maybe looked at it and then said, you know, this is great, but not right now, right? The rule of 7, that repetition, because again, they have to see it multiple times before some people will take action. Now, in the greatest of great worlds, you do have your impulse buyers and your true fans who the minute they see it and they love it and they go, oh my God, I need this bundle right now. And they click and buy, but that's not everybody. And if you want to convert the most amount of people, you can't just wish and pray for those people. Your true fans are the impulse buyers who are just going to eat up everything that you have. You have to be strategic and intentional, and that takes time. That's one of the hard things that people have to do. One of the hardest things about marketing your business online is getting out of your own way. You know, there are going to be whispers. There are going to be things that you say to yourself, you know, I'm not good enough. Why did I think I could do this? And then you're going to be hearing other people who told you you're crazy. Why are you trying this? You just need to go back and get that regular job. What the hell are you doing? You're going to have all of these things at you, right? And then you're going to have life, right? You're going to have bills. You're going to be like, well, damn, I need this money in right now because I got bills to pay. You're going to have debt. You're going to have family and, you know, responsibilities. You're going to be adulting. And because of all of these reasons and more pulling at you, it's important that you can step away from it. It's important that you can say, I know these things are happening, but guess what? Distractions are everywhere. I'm going to beware, and I'm going to be in a space where I am patient, present, and persistent, regardless of the distractions. You're going to be in a space where you're going to have to say, okay, yeah, let me not think about those negative thoughts or those reasons why I shouldn't try, or I put it out there and nobody didn't buy. But guess what? Like I said to you, conversion marketing, if 2% is the average and it takes 100 people for you to get 2 people to, and that's if you get 2 people to buy, you may send 500 people to a page and 0% buy, and then you know, okay, well, hell, something wrong with this page, whether it be your sales copy, your design, your message, or the people you're sending to the page, this is not something for them. There are all of these different things that need to be taken into account, which is why a lot of times we need to take our emotions out of the equation. One of my favorite quotes is, you have to be committed to the process without being emotionally tied to the results. And some of us are too often emotionally tied to the results. So when 0 sales come in, or when 1 or 2 sales come in, we stop, we give up, and then we go back into creation mode. A lot of folks love to create because it gives them happy hits. The happy hits, oh, I'm creating, I'm feeling good. Oh, I'm creating. This is something that somebody said that they would like, so this feels good. That feel good is not the real good. And the real good is when you, regardless of emotions, of fear and results, you stick to it until you get the results that you want to see. Katoya, I see you clapping with me. I see you, boo. I see you clapping with me. All right, let me get off my soapbox so I can get back into the content, which is, for me, the thing that really rocks, me sharing the strategies with you. So like I said, I did 48 hours, 24 hours, and 6 hours so I could consistently check in and say, hey, listen, I'm going to let you know this is about to go away. So you need to get your reduced rate now before it goes up. And again, if you guys are curious, for those of you just jumping in here and you would like to see the Ultimate Girl Boss Bundle, it's going to be up there for a while. I'm doing a 1 to at most 2 week promotion, but the first part of it was this 48-hour soft launch at a 60-something% reduced rate at sistersense.com/UGBB. So if you see the Girl Boss Bundle and it looks like something that you would like to grab, or just you want to look at the sales page and see how I put together, feel free to go there and get that. Don says, preach it. You know, I like to preach sometimes. I guess this is a spiritual thing for me, you know, when it comes to marketing and sales and being a woman entrepreneur, a sister entrepreneur. Because I know sometimes we can be all up in our feelings, especially when we're adulting. We've got a lot on our plates and the struggle is real. But in order for you to see success and get to where you want to be, you've got to look at these other pieces. So you can honest and objectively go, it's not me. It's not the product. I get it. I only got but so many people there. I only shared it but so many times. I've got to try this again. I've got to be more proactive. I got to be more persistent. Proactive, persistent, present. Those are some of the keys that I like to share with you. Okay, some of my focus words. So let's see here. All right, so we talked about the 48, 24, 6 hour, at least 3 email messages. Now that we've talked about a few things that I did as far as my email marketing is concerned, let's talk about specific pieces on the sales page. Because when it comes to putting together your sales pages, you really got to step up your A game. All right, so like I said, this particular sales page was built on ThriveCart. If you'd like to learn more about ThriveCart, remember to write down TCSP, because you can go to sistersense.com/TCSP to learn more about it through me. I've been using it for a little over 1.5 years, and I love it. It's not the only sales page platform that I use. I also use Samcart, but I also use a lot of email marketing platforms. I use different platforms for different reasons, but I all put it together in a way that is budget friendly for me. At the end of the day, you got to make sure whatever tools you're using works for your budget. By the way, inside of the Ultimate Girl Boss Bundle, one of the things that you'll find is a lot of the tools that I use, I have put together in there for you, so that you can identify, those tools that can help you build your best business on the best budget for you. Okay. So before I get into sales pages and my recommendations for you there, I do see a few people just jumped on here. So when it comes to email marketing, I'm going to give you a quick recap. I'll share a few of the things that I did for the Ultimate Girl Boss promotion. Now, like I said, I am promoting this particular offer predominantly to a new audience that is new to me and I am new to them. But in order for me to do that correctly, I wanted to make sure that I could share it with my existing audience first, which is why I wanted to, number one, soft launch it. Now, ooh, I need some water. So, sorry, y'all. I need some water, and I don't have any water beside me, and I don't have Prin to look at me like, I don't know what you're saying, I would be like, Prin, go get me some water. So never mind, Prin is a dog, so she can't get me water, but that's a whole other story. Now, soft launching is important. So either identify a segmented, unique list that you say, okay, they would be a good list for me to soft launch this product to. Or it doesn't have to be a specific segmented list. Maybe you write down individual names of people who have purchased your products before that you can email and say, listen, I'm about to launch this, and I've done this before. I'm about to launch this new thing. And based on our conversations or our interactions, I think that this would be amazing for you. So before I give it to anybody else, I'm going to give it to you specifically. And because it's a soft launch, it's at an exclusive reduced rate. Do you have to do reduced rates for soft launches? You absolutely don't. I'm just sharing my system. You can do it however way you choose to. And I'm going to tell you, I do the soft launch reduced rate for several reasons. Predominantly, number one, for testing purposes. I want to know where the bottom is, you know, when it comes to the price point that I put out there, you know, what's going to work for my client base. So I'm looking at that. Number two, I like to give exclusive discounts to my audience because there's something called customer appreciation. Number three, I like to be in a space where I can quickly convert and generate revenue. And soft launches are generally 4-figure opportunities for me to generate on average anywhere between $1,000 to $5,000 within a 24 to 48 hour time span. So the reduced rate, the customer appreciation, the testing out price points, those are all reasons why I tend to like to drop that price point just in the very beginning to, you know, test the waters, so to speak. Again, you can either send it out to a segmented list or identify a few people that you will send out manually, individual, you know, could be 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20 people that you can isolate and identify that particular offer may be of interest to them. So I mentioned that exclusive reduced rate. I also mentioned doing automatic coupons. So literally, if you were to use the link scissense.com/UGBB, that'll take you over to the Ultimate Girl Boss Bundle. But while the promotion is going on, and it's going to end in about an hour and a half because it ends at midnight. While the promotion is going on, it's an automatic discount. So you don't have to put any codes. The discount is automatic. The process is easy. You want to make the process as easy and as streamlined for your customers as possible. I talked about pretty links and short links so that as I'm seeing people clicking those links throughout the 48-hour process, I'm testing how many people are clicking it. I'm testing who specifically is clicking it so I can identify people on my list who I can see their email address and see that they're interested in that particular offer. Also looking at conversion, as I talked to you about today. Average conversion rate for most marketers is 2%. Top 25% people get 5% conversions. Top 10% gets 11% conversion. So you do the math. We did that today. And then I talked about strategically sending out at least 3 emails, the initial email, then the halfway point, and then the last call message. All right. So that was just me kind of recapping what we talked about for those of you who just jumped on here. Of course, feel free to share this out because sharing is caring, or tag a few folks who you feel like they need to hear this message today. I normally don't do late night scopes, but there are quite a few of you jumping on tonight. So maybe I need to do a few of these. Now, this is a side note, just to say a couple of things. Feel free to email me for 3 reasons. Email scissense@gmail.com. If you have any online business questions about this or other things that I'm not talking about and you want to talk to me one-on-one, feel free to email scissense@gmail.com. Number 2, I see so many of you are super, super excited about the Girl Boss Bundle. I don't know if you're excited about the bundle or getting it at like 60% off before it goes away. Either way, when you go to scissense.com/UGBB, feel free to join the affiliate program so that you can share it out with people and make a commission from the Girl Boss Bundle while it is going to be available for the next couple of weeks, just at the reduced rate for the next 2 hours. Okay. And the reduced rate that it is, and right now it's not going back to that one. I mean, there's just like between the audios and the videos and the templates and the tools and there's about 100 pieces in there. So the rate that I'm giving right now, I had to struggle with it. I was like, should I really drop it at this rate? And because of the testing, I was like, yeah, LaShanda, I know this is a crazy rate, but you're doing it for a reason. So, and I'm going to talk about how you can turn even a crazy reduced rate into solid conversions for yourself. And I'll talk about that in a second. But it's just super, super important that you do those things that allow you to really test the waters, see what works for your audience, and then ultimately what's going to work for you too. Okay. I know that there was something else that I was saying, but then I got lost in, yes, I said there were a couple of things that I wanted you guys to do. Send me any questions that you may have. Number one. Number two, make sure that if you do go to that page, join the affiliate program. And then of course, number three, check in with me and let me know, what motivated you. If you did decide to get the Girl Boss Bundle, what motivated you to do so? If there was anything in particular on that page that resonated with you, and you never know, I'm in a giving spirit, so I might just give you something just as a thank you for sending me a review, because that's just how I do. I cannot guarantee I will do that, but I will say that I tend to be in a giving spirit when out of appreciation for just people taking the time to check in and let me know what they think about things. So now that we talked about email marketing, let's talk about sales pages. Last thing, let me say again, my email is sistersense@gmail.com. I normally don't do late night web classes, but if there are particular topics that you would love to have me do as a web class, you can always email those to me too. Okay. So any web class requests, send that to me. Now, what can you do to step up your A game when it comes to putting together your sales pages? Now, here's the deal. I will say this because I saw a couple of pings come through. Hi, Geneva. So good to have you here. Dr. Geneva, I had the pleasure of being on Dr. Geneva's podcast, and we had so much fun. It was such a great experience. Let me say this, you definitely need to lock arms with other women and other sister girls and other entrepreneurial spirits who are driven, who want to support others and see you shine. Dr. Geneva has a great podcast. Please, my dear, drop it in there so they can get the link and they can listen. I had the pleasure of being on her podcast through the amazing Pam Perry. I always talk to you guys about the success of your business depending on the company that you keep. So it's so important that you make strategic partnerships with other amazing girl bosses and you work on your media. A big part of the Girl Boss Bundle, I talk about different marketing strategies. There's even conversations in there about things that you can do to make online marketing easier for you. And one of them is definitely, again, connecting with other like-minded individuals who have amazing platforms and especially podcasts. So I definitely want to shout you out, and feel free, my dear, to drop in there your podcast so that they can take a look at it. Dr. Geneva Speaks. She's awesome. You never know who you're going to get connected with and through the people that you are connected to. So work your connections. There's a great session in there from Kamika Smith. Kamika is the creator of the Boss Network. And I used to be the web customizer for her social networking community over at the Boss Network. She's so awesome, and she has a huge platform. She did a session on how to leverage your platform and how to build a powerful network. Her replay is in the Girl Boss Bundle as well. There are about 20 replays of Power Circle experts in there inside the Girl Boss Bundle. Thank you, Dr. Geneva, for sharing your podcast platform. So, as I mentioned to you before, there are a couple of things that you can do to work on your sales page. So I know I keep going back and forth because I'm a tangent kind of a girl. This is how a 30-minute live stream becomes a 5-hour live stream. I keep going on tangents, but there's so much good in my big old brain that I can share with you, my big old bobblehead. So, okay, when it comes to putting together sales pages, you guys know that you should put the who, the what, the where, the why, right? You know, who the product is for, you know, why they should get the product, what is in the product, all that stuff, right? You should put it in there, right? As Katoya sits here and laughs at me. All that good is important. I'm not going to talk about that. What I'm going to do is talk to you about conversion when it comes to your sales pages and how to step up your game and make your pages even better with some really important essentials. So, you know, I talk about the Girl Boss Bundle, and it's actually called the Ultimate Black Girl Boss Bundle. I love everybody, but you know I love my sister girls too. You know, I have an appreciation for all women entrepreneurs, all entrepreneurs, because my male entrepreneurs, they be getting on me. They be like, you know what? You need to create more stuff for us. And I'd be like, I got you next year. But I have a special place in my heart for my sister girl entrepreneurs. So imagery is really important to me. Now, you know, there are times when you put together your sales page, and I have sales pages where literally there's one image, right? So I talked to you today about, I dropped the fact that this is about the simple email marketing and sales system. And if you were to go to sistersense.com/simple, you could learn more about my simple system, right? There's one picture on that page. Now, never mind. If you want to get that, you don't have to get it on that page, because the simple email marketing system, the workbook, and the audio series is actually inside of the Girl Boss Bundle. The Girl Boss Bundle is divided into 3 parts: money, marketing, and sales. So when we dig into sales, there's so much stuff in there. And I'm going to be honest with you, even if you got 1, 2, or a few of some of the pieces that are in the Girl Boss Bundle, being able to get all of it and then some in an amazing, clearly mapped out PDF. I mean, it's almost 40 pages. It's just so easy access, right? But anyway, I said to you, when you want to step up your game, you got to work on more images, right? So I wanted to share those 2 pages because, again, if you go to sistersense.com/simple, you see there's one graphic, okay? So you see like a virtual 3D graphic of basically the simplify, serve, and sell process. There are well over 100 images on the Girl Boss Bundle page, like for real. And I did that because I wanted it to be this amazing, beautiful, eye-orgasmic experience. Like, if you can combine eye and orgasm to something, that's what I wanted the Girl Boss Bundle sales page to be. I want it to be visually something that people say, I want all of this now. Okay. And so, you know, it's always important to have at least one image on your sales page. I cannot express that enough. You know, sometimes I'll see people who, even in this day and age, they'll be like, okay, buy my stuff. Here's a PayPal link. There's nothing about a PayPal link that you should be sending people to in this day and age. Absolutely, positively not. There's no images. There's no branding. There's no Nathan, right? So send them to a store or a sales page or nothing. Please do not send them to PayPal. That's just number one. The only time I send people to PayPal is if I'm sending them an invoice, and that's for an existing client. All right. But you've got to have at least one image. You want to step up your A game. You got to see if you can diversify and break down your imagery to give people as much visual as possible. It's kind of like, you know, you want more conversions or you want to make more money. You got to do more, right? It's the difference between selling an apartment that the rent is like $300 versus selling like a $15,000 condominium. You want to set up the place that people go in there and they look around and they're like, number one, this is beautiful. And number two, I want to be in here for the rest of my life, right? That's the kind of experience. So I'm going to share a couple of things with you. As a sister girl, I know that when it comes to finding free, royalty-free stock photos, it ain't that easy. So I put together what I call my Black Girl Graphic series, and you can learn more about it, and you can see Black Girl Graphics is me. Like, I look for free stock photos of women of color, of Black women, and I put together these amazing curated collections. You can write this down, BGG. So you can go to sistersense.com/BGG to learn more about Black Girl Graphics. That's number one. Number two, there are different companies that I go to when I'm looking for stock photos, okay? I spend about $30 a month, or $30 or $32 on Adobe stock. So that's stock.adobe.com. Okay. So Black Girl Graphics, those are my curated collections, specifically showing you free stock photos that you can get for of Black women. Okay. So that's that one series. Adobe stock is about $32 a month. That's one level of, they have different tiers, but that's one. If you're like, listen, LaShanda, all I want is free stock photos, okay? You can go to, okay, I see somebody just messaged me, and I'll message them back in a second. You can go to, so I'm reading this person's message that came up. I'm processing, and then I lost my train of thought. Okay, yes. If you want free stock photos, you can go to sistersense.com/raw pixel. So if somebody could drop that in there and share it, that would be great. Raw, RAWPIXEL. Raw Pixel is another platform. So I love to get my stock photos from Adobe, but again, I pay that $32 a month with them. With Raw Pixel, if you go to sistersense.com/raw pixel, you can get 100 free images a month, which is pretty awesome. You'll get a premium level so that you can pretty much get everything. And then you can, after you get your premium level, you get 100 free photos a month, which is pretty darn awesome. Hey, Donna. Long time no see, Miss Donna Sneed. So good to have you here, my dear. So your imagery is important. And what I did was, a lot of my pictures, to be honest with you, the majority of them I got from Raw Pixel, and I've got a few of them from my Adobe stock. I use my Adobe stock predominantly when I'm doing work for clients. But those are three great platforms for stock photos, okay? So sistersense.com/BGG, that's the Black Girl Graphics collection, where I show you where to get some awesome photos of Black women that I've personally found in different categories. And then there is Raw Pixel, sistersense.com/raw pixel, so you can get 100 free stock photos a month. And then, of course, Adobe stock. But honestly, if you get Raw Pixel, I don't even think you need Adobe stock. I just have a bunch of different platforms I use to get stock photos because I'm a web designer. And in addition to getting stuff for my stuff, I always have to get a lot of stuff for clients. But really think about your offer and how you can really visually show people what that offer looks like. Now, for a lot of the courses and trainings you'll see on the Ultimate Girl Boss page, as opposed to writing, well, you're going to get this, and you're going to get this, and you're going to get this, I designed it in such a way so you can see visually those different little images. They kind of look like book covers of the different content that's there. Thank you for dropping that link in there for me, Michelle. sistersense.com/UBGG. So you got to add that U in there for Ultimate. UBGG, Ultimate Girl Boss Bundle. Okay. So did I say it right? As I said, you say Ultimate Girl Boss Bundle. You got to say it and then spell it. Ultimate, UGBB. Okay, because I think you put BGG. So it's Ultimate Girl Boss Bundle. All right. Thank you for that, though, because you putting it there gave me an opportunity just to share that. The visuals, the stock photos, number one. Number two, 3D graphics, right? So who could use some 3D graphic images for their virtual products? I'm sure a couple of you have great virtual courses and trainings and audios and things, and you would like to level up with some 3D content. I've got a lot of times people will come to me and they'll say, oh my gosh, LaShanda, I love the 3D images on your website and I'm trying to put some together. Can you help me with that? Right? So there are a couple of things that you can keep in mind when it comes to 3D graphics, okay? Number one, Canva. Canva doesn't necessarily do 3D graphics, but what they have is frames. So when you go into Canva and you go underneath, which one has frames? I believe somebody here can go on Canva real quick and tell me. But when you're in the side, one of the options allows you to see different types of graphics that you can integrate into your projects, like shapes and grids. Frames is one of them. So I would say, look for frames that they have for computers or laptops or mobile phones, because then you can put your image in there and then have that frame to give it that 3D effect. Okay. Elements. Thank you so much, Katoya. So when you go into Canva, thank you, my girl Katoya, for dropping that in there. When you go into Canva, you look on the side and you're working on a project. You click on elements, and one of the elements is frames. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, when I put together my 3D graphics, okay, so don't tell nobody, okay, because I'm giving y'all some serious good. This is how I make my coins, all right? When I work on 3D graphics for my clients, I use a platform called Boxshot King, BoxShotKing, Boxshot King. There are different platforms out there that you can use to create 3D stuff. I use that one. I love that one. And yeah, it's an annual fee. I think I pay, I want to say maybe about somewhere between $60 and $100 a year. It's really not a lot. It's an annual fee, so it's not something monthly. I try to do as many annual fees as possible so I can eliminate those monthly fees. Plus, when you can afford to do the annual fees, then, they tend to give you a little bit of a discount for doing an annual. But, Canva, slight 3D, but not quite real 3D. Boxshot, you can do book covers, you can do notebooks, you can do computers, you can do 3D boxes, you can do mugs, you can do a whole bunch of 3D stuff with them. So they're awesome. So I love that my girl Katoya is here, because of course, I have to share. We've been working on some beautiful stuff on her website, and then we're going to do her redesign really soon. So I'm excited about that. But one of Katoya's wonderful websites is beingmama.com. She's a homeschooler and a mommypreneur and so much more. And so it's funny because it's so funny, Katoya. Somebody on my feed today was like, who here is a homeschooler, entrepreneur? Because I really need some help. And I was like, oh, I'm not a homeschooler. So as I'm seeing you here, I should have said, you should go to beingmama.com. If I can find that post, I'll go back. But Facebook. Feel free, Katoya, to drop your URL in there and share. She's recently put together some 3D graphics using an awesome platform. And I think it's Adazing. I wrote it down, but maybe I wrote it down wrong. Adazing, ADAZING.com. And you can do a couple of free 3D graphics. They're free, right, Katoya? I think they're free. Feel free to drop that in there if you're still here hanging with me tonight. Adazing.com. So, there are different platforms that you can use. You can do the Canva route and try the quasi 3D graphics. Maybe you can try to get a couple of free ones off of Adazing, or if you definitely know that you are going to be using something that you're going to be needing a lot of 3D graphics on a regular basis, something like Boxshot King can help. I like to be able to, especially for my digital products, be able to simulate people looking at them in iPads or on their iPhone, so that you can, again, kind of like when you stage a house, you can feel that, oh, this is what it's going to look like. And also to give people different ways to experience your content. So one of the things that you'll find as part of my Ultimate Girl Boss Bundle is I've included some of my favorite custom templates in there. I love to help people with printables. So Katoya and I worked on a few great products. I help her. I put together a couple of templates in her Canva. I helped her put together a custom template for a new planner, as well as some awesome printables. So I'm a template girl all day, every day. That's what I do as a graphic designer. So some of the templates that I have in there, like worksheet templates, I gave as part of the Ultimate Girl Boss Bundle. I wanted people to be able to see what those templates would look like. So I put screenshots of those templates inside of iPad simulated 3D graphics. So again, one of the big parts of stepping up your A game is not just simply the who, what, where, when, how, and why. That text is important, but your visuals are important too. So making sure that you've got stock photos that are really representative, not of you, but of your audience, number one, and then number two, using those 3D graphic elements to really give people visuals of what they can expect when they get inside. So I want people to be able to see, oh, I'm going to get that worksheet, or oh, I'm going to get that planner, or oh, look at that ebook cover. I think that's really, I mean, just going in like Barnes and Nobles, you know, I get orgasm because I'm looking at all these things and I'm like, I want this, I want this, I want this. Oh my God. Okay, so this is my latest Barnes and Noble haul here. So I don't know if my girl Rhonda, are you still here? So okay, so of course, you know, I love Barnes and Nobles, I love Michaels, I'm a crafty girl. So side note for a second, let's have some fun. Because this is so much fun, and I'm gonna get back to it in a second. But number one, my girl Rhonda, she made the cutest stickers for me of me and Prin. I know I look way older than this, but you know, she got the earrings and everything. I so love it. So I got this book. This is my new sketchbook. I like to draw. So I took all of the stickers that Rhonda made. Yes. She goes, oh, what's that? I'm so glad that you're still here, Rhonda. So I went to Michael's, right? And I got this because I like to draw, and drawing is therapeutic. So that I took, you know, she got Fire Start Your Year, and she got this picture of Prin. So I said, okay, this is going to be the cover of my new sketchbook. And then I love Rhonda because she was so thoughtful, and she even made these little quote stickers for me as well of some of my sayings, like good, and get your ask in gear, always have something to say, share and sell, like for real, even fire, like Rhonda is amazing, right? So, you know, when you have clients that just are so awesome, and she came out to one of my workshops here in North Carolina, and hold on, my phone is about to die. Let me put it in. Rhonda came out to the last workshop here in North Carolina and gifted me such good. And so I got this for like $5 at Michael's, right? Let me see. I haven't done much in here. I don't know if you can see it. This is, you know, a cup of clarity, just little drawings and things. Drawing is therapeutic. But anyway, I'm such a Barnes & Noble's fanatic, right? So I couldn't help but get both of these. These are awesome. This is the 52 lists for happiness and the gratitude journal for women. I love gratitude journals. Kim Cole is one of my web design clients. And also we've done some, you know, business training as well. I've done some business coaching with her. The first time I met her in person, she gave me her gratitude journal. And we both are Brooklyn Tech alumni, which is, you know, Kim and I were just destined to be together. But I love gratitude journals. I love Barnes & Nobles. I love images, and half the time I buy a book because of the cover. So that's my long-winded way of saying take the time to work on your graphic visuals of the covers of your virtual products. And, you know, having at least one cover is great, but being able to break it down even more. So for the Ultimate Girl Boss Bundle, there are about 30 sections in there. And I created covers for each section, and then there are ebooks in there. So there are covers for the ebooks, there are covers for the templates, there are covers for the workbooks. Everything has a freaking cover, which is so important. Rhonda says, love how you have used, oh my gosh, yeah, you know, I'm putting my stickers to work. Love my stickers, love my frame. And I may have to save just a few so I can give them to those of you who come out to my next workshop. That's a side note, but I am hosting another workshop here in North Carolina in this spring. It's called Spring into Action. It's a 3-day experience. And if you'd like to learn more about it, make sure that you go to sistersense.com/spring so that you can learn more about that particular workshop. So always great when you've got amazing ladies that you work with, like Rhonda and Kim Coles and Katoya. All my lovely ladies checking in with me. I always have a great time. So where am I? What is this? I'm like, what is this? What did I get? Okay, so that's me just kind of looking at my notes all crazy. Imagery important. So let's talk about some of the other elements that I have on that page. One of the things that you'll see on that page is there's a pop-up that comes up, right? Anybody using pop-ups when it comes to marketing? Are you guys using pop-ups on your website? Are you using pop-ups? I used to pay for all of these crazy platforms to do pop-ups with. And one of the reasons why I love Convertkit is because, again, you can do so much with Convertkit. It's not even funny. If you don't have it and you want to try it for free, you can try it through me. Get a 14-day Convertkit trial over at sistersense.com/ConvertKit. Okay. Yeah, you can use Sumo. There are different platforms that you can use for your pop-ups. Funny enough, I'm working with a client, working on some of her stuff, and she was like, okay, so I've got these forms in Sumo, and I don't know where any of this stuff is going. So, literally today, I turned off her Sumo plugins because with Sumo, if you're not paying for the premium, you can't connect. If you're going to use sumo.me, you've got to connect in the back end those pop-ups to your actual email platform like MailChimp or ConvertKit or whatever. So if you're not paying for that and you're just using the free version, people are just getting on a text list, meaning that you have to export that text list and import that list into your email platform, which is what I did for her today because she's got ConvertKit. So I went into Sumo because she's got the pop-up and she had a bar too, but these people were not actually getting on her email list. It was just like they were storing a list of all the emails. So long story short, I do use Sumo for a couple of things, but I no longer use them for those kind of pop-ups because I was paying for the premium. And eventually you'll find out that obviously there are things that you can get for free, but when you want really premium things, you got to pay for it. And then eventually you're spending a whole lot of money. So I like Convertkit because a lot of those different features that I would have to otherwise pay different platforms for, I can get through them. So my pop-up now is through Convertkit. You can create sign-up forms, you can create landing pages, and you can create, what do they call them? Modals, I think, where you can embed the form inside of your page. There are different types of forms that you can create with Convertkit. I was using lead pages. I think I still have it because I paid for like a 3-year subscription with lead pages. And I think I spent somewhere between $300 to $400. And I think that I've used lead pages to create like 3 lead pages in the last 3 years. So that was a whole lot of wasted money. I use Convertkit for email. It's not the only platform that I use because I also have a MailChimp and a Mad Mimi. But I'm slowly but surely putting everything on Convertkit. I don't think I'll get rid of the other ones because I like the features on them. But I use this one a lot. So I mentioned them because I'm using them right now for the pop-up option. Katoya says, I want that feature, the embedding the forms within the blog post. Oh yeah, that's an awesome one. That's one of my favorites. Being able to have your form integrated at the very bottom of your blog post. So while you got their attention, that form pops up. That's amazing. What is that plugin? There's a plugin that I use to be able to put content just underneath my blog post. I think it's called Content After Post. I think. I had no intention of sharing that today, so I don't even exactly remember the actual plugin name, but it's something like that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, disregard it. Okay. So anyway, there's a pop-up form that comes up on the page and it says, the Girl Boss Guide. The Girl Boss Guide is a newsletter so that you can get marketing, sales, and recommendations from me on, I want to say, not really a bi-weekly basis. It's more like it's not every week. It's like every week and a half. I send out messages and it's already an automated drip campaign. Why did I do that? Again, conversion marketing is important. Not everybody's going to buy your stuff, right? Some people may come to the page and see it and go, oh, this is great. I'll come back later. Or, oh, this is not for me right now. Having a pop-up, you can, capture some of those people who maybe they sign up and they go on your list, or they sign up or they don't sign up at all, and they go, okay, well, I'm not going to buy this today, but I see that she's got a newsletter and I want to get that newsletter. I want to get whatever she's got here on money marketing and sales. So when you put together your sales page, now some people may tell you not to do this, but I mean, I just think about, how can I capture as many different people as possible on that one page? So having a lead magnet and quite a few people signed up through the lead magnet, that allows me to use it not just for the ultimate goal of generating sales, but also another goal, which is building a list. Now, one of the things I talk to my clients about all the time is putting things on autopilot and creating drip campaigns. And I don't want people to just get on a list and sit there. So I made sure that I created this automated experience. So literally every week, or again, every week and a half, every 10 days, you'll get content, right? So I'm going to talk to you about, before we go further on the sales pages side, let's talk about email marketing and putting together a solid lead magnet. Simple recommendation, okay? I put together my Girl Boss guide, and I put in to start a 10-part sequence, which means I have 10 emails going out, one every 10 days. That means for 100 days, I have a lot of content, right? And I can go back and add another 100 days onto it, but it's a lot of good to begin with. So I wanted to put together the Girl Boss guide, again, to capture potential leads, to build the list. Now, I'll say this. One of the reasons why I like sales pages like Samcart and Thrivecart is because when people pay, they automatically get on an email list. But if people aren't buying your stuff, what about those other people? Having an opt-in does help. That's number one. Number two, automatically once people get on the list, again, I recommend then you start to send them stuff. So, you know, there are some of you, you'll make a you'll make a sign up form and you'll get people on the list because you want to start building up the list, but then they don't get anything from you. I always recommend that you put together at least a 2 to 3 part email sequence. So at least they're getting something and it's not crickets. Okay. And for some people, they resist that. You know, it's easier just to put up the sign up form and give them one email and then they don't hear from you for weeks and weeks on end. Putting together an autoresponder is really essential. So I'm going to give you the quick and not so dirty recommendation as far as what I did. Now, there are 2 parts to the Girl Boss bundle. There's the actual bundle itself, and then I have this amazing challenge that I launched. It's called the Love on Your Business 28-Day Challenge. And so I said, listen, you can get the bundle at this particular rate, or if it's not within your budget, you can start the challenge at this particular rate. So there's 2 offers. One is more than the other. I'm always about good, better, best, giving people options because different people are going to come to your page. So it's funny enough, there are people who got the whole bundle, and then there are people who decided to just get the challenge at the reduced rate. Now, the first email that you get as part of the Girl Boss guide, I put training in there. So it's a free newsletter, and I wanted to make sure that it's valuable. Be of value to people. Sometimes your free offers have to be better than your paid offers, especially when it comes to new people, because before they will buy what you sell, they have to buy what you say. They got to feel, know, and truly understand that you've got valuable good to give. Okay? So I say that to say that I wanted to make sure that every issue, regardless of me marketing and selling, every issue had value. So I sat down, and literally this took me about 10 minutes because my brain works quickly. But I said, okay, well, what's all the free stuff that I have that's great, valuable stuff that people would want from me, right? So I thought about free ebooks that I have, web classes, like video trainings that I've done. I thought about free worksheets that I've given away. I thought about products that I sold that I could now give away absolutely for free as a lead magnet. And within a matter of 10 to 15 minutes, I had the 10 emails from my sequence. So every email, there's something different. And the Girl Boss Guide is absolutely free. So there are motivational videos in there. There are videos on marketing. There are videos on emails. There are videos on sales. There are videos on content creation. And not just videos, but there are also PDFs. I have One of the, I did a training on 5 ways to beat procrastination. It's an ebook. It's like a mini ebook that's in there. I did a training on how to build your own content creation information empire. I basically sat down and identified all the good that I've created as free resources, and then every single issue of the Girl Boss Guide, I gave that out. So if you're somebody like me and you have resources that you've put together as lead magnets, and over the years or over the months they've been piling up, you can take all of those pieces and turn them into an email sequence. So I don't see my girl here, one of my latest web clients, Veralisa Hooks. Her website to me looks awesome. I designed her website. She recently launched. It is Veralisa, Veralisa Hooks, HOOKS.com. And right now we are going to be working on her email sequence in Convertkit, because she said, LaShanda, I love you, but I'm not doing this, so I'm paying you to work on my email sequence for me. So outside of building her website, she literally today signed up for a 3-hour retainer package so I can work on her email sequence for her in Convertkit. So, funny enough, I think in the process of us working together over the last couple of weeks, she's made maybe about 3 or 4 lead magnets for her website, which is pretty awesome. Because I'm always like, number one, once people get that one thing that you had on your sign up form, what's next? You should have more than one lead magnet, right? And I know my girl Rhonda is here, and Rhonda comes out to just about every workshop that I do. She's one of my ultimate girl bosses is when it comes to being a true Sister Sense fan, and we've done a lot of lead magnets together, right? So you can strategically sit down and identify all your good freebie resources, and every week or every other week, or at least a couple of times a month or one time a month, you will have some consistent information to put out and send out in a sequence. Oh my goodness, is that Miss Larissa Parks? Woo! Oh my goodness, my girl is in the building. It's funny enough, Larissa, I was, let's see, Rochelle was here last year. And we went out. She was here speaking in Raleigh. We went out and we were talking about all our old G's and the black women, the black, what was it called? Business Women of Color program. And Larissa is one of the amazing ladies who was a part of that experience many, many years ago. I can't tell when was the last time I see my girl Larissa in the It's maybe because it's a late night, but it's so good to have you here on this live stream. Y'all, I've been doing this for 19 years. I started my first website in 2000. So I'm going on 20 years real soon. And some of the ladies in my circle are serious OGs. Larissa, do you know how many years it's been since you've been connected to myself and Rochelle? I know it's been a minute since the two of us have connected, so feel free. I definitely would love for you to email me, sistersense@gmail.com, and just let me know what you've been up to. But it's so awesome to see you here. And I think that you shared out the session today. You tagged someone. If this is something that you feel like somebody in your circle needs to hear, feel free to tag them or share this out. Feel free to share this web class. Make sure that you also turn on alerts, because I do web classes not all the time, and I don't have a schedule. So I do these classes when the spirit takes me. So you may want to turn on the alert so that you can get the alerts. And again, at this point, we've got less than 60 minutes left before the Ultimate Girl Boss Bundle soft launch, reduced rate. I think it's like 60-something% off right now. That goes away, but it's still live today. So if you want to take a look at the Ultimate Girl Boss Bundle, you can go to sistersense.com/UGBB. I gotta do it slow because I was all kind of screwing it up a couple of minutes ago. UGBB for Ultimate Girl Boss Bundle. sistersense.com/UGBB. All right. Feel free to drop that in there for me. And for those of you who are here, let me know what you are focused on right now, because this is a simple email marketing and sales conversation, right? And I said to you at the very beginning of this conversation, when I say simple, I mean that's an acronym that I've created. Simplify, SIMPLE. You got to Simplify the process to amplify your success. Simple means select, item, market, promote, link, engage. Right now, I'm sharing with you kind of like a case study of what I've been doing with conversion marketing, email marketing, and sales based on my new offer, the Ultimate Girl Boss Bundle, available at sizzlesense.com/UGBB. Now, based on that, for those of you who've been rocking and rolling with me, what is one particular offer right now that you're really focused on and committed in promoting? Feel free to share that offer, and if you have a specific link to that offer, you can drop that in there, okay? I see. Thank you for the hearts and the love, Katoya. Katoya is a homeschooler, and she's working on so many amazing things. So feel free, Katoya, to drop in your unit study, your new online program, whatever. Rhonda is working on an amazing Love on You self-care experience. She's had some Rhonda is a fellow graphics designer and web designer and crafty girl. She has so many skill sets, as you can see, based on the graphic that she designed for me, right? You know, I'm going to bring it back up. Based on this this is me and Prin as designed by Rhonda. She's amazing. Feel free to drop in, Rhonda, your project right now, your self-care challenge that you are working on right now. Pick an item, pick an offer, ladies. And whether you're watching via the live or the replay, drop that in there. Now, I've been talking about for the last, I don't know how many minutes, because I'm going on a tangent. It's late, y'all. But I've been talking about how you can step up your A game when it comes to setting up your sales pages. I talked about imagery, 3D graphics, stock photos. Right now I'm talking about adding some sort of lead magnet pop-up experience so that, you know, there may be people who go to the page and they don't necessarily buy your actual offer. But if you do have some sort of lead magnet pop-up that comes up, either mine's is on a scroll. So I love Convertkit because you can, when you create a pop-up, you can tell it how you want the pop-up to be. Mine, if you scroll about 5 seconds into the page, that pop-up for the Girl Boss Guide comes up, people sign up for it, and then that automated sequence happens. So I shared with you, you know, I gave you a couple of examples of how you can think about your assets, your different lead magnets, and then not just send those out or have one sign up form, but turn all of your little freebie lead magnets into an ongoing email sequence so that you can send something out consistently. Now, and that's something that similar to what we were talking about inside of my mastermind this month. We talked about marketing, and I talked about this concept of putting together what I call a new deal newsletter. So you're consistently sharing your deals with your audience, right? So listing out your freebie offers and lead magnets, strategically sending that out in an autoresponder campaign. That's something that you can do. And adding that pop-up lead magnet to your sales page so that you can capture some of the people who don't necessarily immediately convert. That's something that you can consider as well. And again, I also gave the example of on the Ultimate Girl Boss page, there is the bundle, but then there is also a reduced rate challenge. It's significantly a reduced rate. So for people who may go, man, this is really great, but it's not in my budget, I'm giving them different options, right? So those are a couple of things that I did to up the sales page conversion results. Another thing is adding, you'll see there's a countdown clock. Now, there's some offers that for me, they're just up there. Like if you were to go to sizzlesense.com/simple, that offer has been up there for God knows how many years. It ain't going nowhere. This one in particular is a limited time offer. When I actually full launch it, it's going to be available for anywhere between a week to 2 weeks, and then it's going to be gone indefinitely. So there's a countdown up there. I also mentioned to you earlier on that as far as the email marketing soft launch was concerned, I said 24 hours. So, you know, not only telling people how long they're going to be able to, so even though the reduced rate is going to be up in less than 2 hours, the actual page is going to stay up for the next week to 2 weeks, and then it's going to go away. And then it's going to be replaced with well, it's gone if you want to get the wait list so that you can get on the wait list until it comes back sort of experience. Putting that all together is definitely a process, but it does work. Especially if you say, okay, I want to launch something and I want to make a significant amount in a specific amount of time. You have to have finite numbers for that. So, you know, yes, launches are, you know, cool for you to be able to at least try to make a certain amount. But if you have certain products that are up there ongoing, people will oftentimes say, oh, this is great, I'll come back to it later. Versus if you really want to motivate people to take action, one of the things that you can consider doing is working on putting a specific finite time on it. Countdown clocks are really great because people can see visually that they need to, you know, get the fire up underneath them. They need to get off the fence and either yay or nay, buy it now. And it's funny enough because I said to you earlier on, you know, I did the email marketing. I did, okay, 48 hours left. And I said 24 hours left. And I said 6 hours left. Honestly, I can send out an email now and say, listen, you got 30 minutes before this goes away. But I'm done for tonight. I'm not sending out any more emails. At least 3, right? But that's something that you can do. What I noticed is that most people will wait until like the 99th hour. You'll find that when you do that, like a lot of people, especially when you give them that last call to action, they're like, oh, wait, gotta get it now. That experience is very common. Katoya, I did see that you said something and I see a graphic, but I don't know what you said. Can you copy and paste it and put it back in there? Because I want to see what you said. I don't want to try and scroll my screen and then screw stuff up. So I may either read it later, but if you can copy and paste it, I'll check it out just to see if it was a question or something for me. So countdown clocks are really awesome when it comes to showing that urgency. I've got a countdown clock feature embedded in my theme, which is great. But if you don't have that option, you can check your plugins to see if you can, you know, search plugins to see if they've got any countdown clocks. One of my favorite platforms is called Code Canyon from, what are they called? Code Canyon is from Envato. It's a marketplace. You can go there and you can search for a countdown clock platform. I'm guilty of being a last-minute purchaser. Katoya says, I'm guilty of being a last-minute purchaser. A lot of people are, which is why, you know, that countdown clock is helpful. Again, if you don't have one with your theme, you can check to see if you can get a free one through plugins. A lot of the free ones are, you know, you might find a okay one. The features are oftentimes limited. For less than $30, you can probably buy one off of Code Canyon, which again is through Envato. There are companies that have these really great countdown features. I think there's one that it's called Dead Funnels. I think it's called Dead Funnels. I don't know why they call it Dead Funnels. But anyway, it allows you to put countdown clocks on your sales pages. And I was very, very tempted. I think it's called Dead Funnels. I'm not 100% sure. I was very tempted to sign up to them last year. But again, it's a monthly subscription and it's real. You got to kind of like weigh your options with these things. And you may find that some of these things are so cool, but then you end up buying into all of these subscriptions and you're spending way too much money. And I'm like, I already have a countdown clock. I'm good. Even though I know the Dead Funnels one has a couple of features that I would love to have. I'm not really ready for it. I'm not really ready to invest into another amount of money to pay on a monthly basis. There's another platform, it's called Social Proof, that as people are buying your stuff, little alerts come up on the screen and say, somebody in Texas just bought, somebody in North Carolina just bought. And that also motivates people to buy because they're like, oh, wow, other people are buying this. This must be really good. I need to buy. Because people are on the fence. And then for a lot of reasons, they're like, maybe I'll buy it later. Maybe I'll come back, and they never come back. But between the countdown and the social proof, those are a couple of things that motivate people to be excited about your page. So social proof is real-time alerts, right? And that's another platform that's on my to-do list. But again, so many platforms, so many subscription payments. But that's another cool one that's out there. What you call it? I'm going to, LaShanda, remember what you were going to say. The countdown clock, social proof. If you don't do social proof, what I have on my page is I have testimonials. People want to know what other people have to say about you. So I have a couple of testimonial text statements with the photos of people who've shared. So photos of real people you've worked with. All of these things help with conversions. And then underneath that, close to the bottom of the page, I have, number one, I have links to watch a few video testimonials. So you've got to think about, do you have to have all this stuff on your page? No. But does it help? Yes. The more things you can do to up your A game as far as building up a quality sales page with as many core elements that really motivate people to convert, the better your results. Because again, it's not just about the traffic is important. Traffic is very important. But at the same time, you want to make sure that the people are coming to your page, you're giving them as much as possible to create an amazing experience, make it a seamless experience, and to also think about if there's anything that would make them resistant to purchasing from you. So sending them to a page that goes straight to PayPal, I don't know about that. Sending them to a page where you have no images of the product so they don't know what they're buying, I don't know about that. You may be shady, right? I spend about $100 on SSL. SSL is for having a secure, what is it called? SSL stands for what? It's about security. It's late, y'all. My brain is freezing. It's the difference between having a site that says HTTP and HTTPS, right? So I spent about $100 on my SSL, and I was noticing that my site was saying unsecure. And I'm like, what the hell? I spent for my SSL. Now, and then there were a few people who brought it to my attention, which really motivated me to say to my hosting company, what's going on? So I made sure that that little padlock on my secure socket link. Thank you so much, Turquoise Blue, for that. I made sure that the padlock was back on the website because at some point it disappeared. But that's important because in this day and age between hackers and people's identity theft and fraud, people want to make sure, they want to see that your site is secure, that your site is quality, that you are credible, that people have worked with you. So all of these little, and here's the deal. I'm going to be honest with you. When you're excited about a product and you want to make the money fast and you want to launch fast and you want to convert fast, you will try to do the least possible. And sometimes I'll put together sales pages and they do have like one photo and maybe a little bit of text, but then I'm like, I just want to put it up so I can sell it and put it out there. You want to make the best, highest converting sales page. It's going to take more time. It's going to require more time when it comes to writing the copy, more time when it comes to putting together the images, more time when it comes to getting all these elements together. So your testimonials, whether they be text-based or photos or even graphics, it's going to take more time to put all of these pieces together. Do you need all of them? Not necessarily, but the more you have, the better the page gets, right? And so even having my bio in there, I have like a little bio of who I am, what I've done, how long I've been online. I've got my as seen on graphics of me, being featured in Essence and Embedding and working with Black Enterprise and all these other places. Credibility matters to people and security matters. So that SSL is important. If you don't have SSL, you may want to go to the hosting company that you have, either call them, look on the website, find out if you can either get a free SSL or get a paid one. Honestly, when it comes to like just being able to show that your site is secure, having a free SSL is sufficient. Now, if people are buying product from you, from your website, and they have to put in secure information, you definitely want to have an SSL, a paid premium SSL. And I've got two different websites, and it's like $50 a year for both of those. So I've got a couple of free ones, and then I've got the two paid ones for $100 for the year. So side note, but very important, if you don't have an SSL, you should consider getting one. And you guys can drop in the comment box and let me know if you do have an SSL or you don't, yay or nay. And feel free to drop in the comment box your website too. Let us know who you are and what you do, whether you're watching live or via the replay, just to say, okay, here I am. I do have an SSL. Here's my website. This is what I do. Or, ooh, girl, I do not, and I need to go check that out. So something for you to consider. This is like, I think, one of the latest lives I've ever done. But I need to make sure that I turn this thing off at midnight and don't fall asleep. Because if I fall asleep, I'll be waking up tomorrow morning like, Is it 5 o'clock in the morning? Did I not close that down? So I gotta make sure I make that happen. Which, by the way, you can do like an automatic. You can do like automatic at a certain time, things shut down. But I am going to be keeping that promotional link. I'm just going to be changing the rate at midnight. So that you can't do automatically. So I've got to do that in 40 minutes. All right, so important elements, the as seen on, your bio, your testimonials, your lead capture pop-up, all important pieces. Now, one of the things that I said to you guys is that I decided to do, for my soft launch, a significant reduced rate. Like, people are getting well over 60% off right now because I'm soft launching this particular offer. Now, even though that's the case, and again, I did that with reason, right? I know, right? Michelle is like, what? You still up? Yes, because at midnight, I'm changing the rate on that promotion. So I gotta be, I gotta stay up for a little while longer. This replay is gonna be awesome. This replay is gonna be off the chain. But if I stop now, I'm gonna go to sleep, and I won't be able to do that thing in the morning until the morning, which will be great for some people who can still get the reduced rate if I don't do it tonight. But I really plan to change it by midnight. So I said to you, yes, I did the reduced rate for several reasons. I talked about those reasons earlier on. But the reality is that the average amount that I made per sale is $10 more than the reduced rate. That's the average. And that's pretty amazing. And I'll explain to you how that is even possible. Okay. So right now, so the original rate of the Girl Boss bundle, the retail rate is $97. So once it's at the regular retail rate of $97, that's what it's going to stay at until it goes away. And I said I'm going to have it up there for between a week to 2 weeks once I officially launch it, right? There are 3 different types of other offers that are on the page. So when you have a sales page, again, you're really focused on that one offer. Now, sales pages are different from having a store, and I explained the difference with that earlier on, right? Now, with the sales page, you're focused on one offer, but then I have 3 other types of offers on that page. Number 1, I have an order bump. So there's an offer there that says, hey, click this checkbox. If you get the Girl Boss bundle, you may also want to get this other bundle, which is totally awesome. And you're going to get half off this bundle. Actually, no. That bundle sells for $297. And I think I'm selling it for $97. So I took $200 off of that bundle, which makes it what? I think it's like another 60% off, right? So it's a pretty good discount, because that bundle is on my store page for $297. So anyway, when you do order bumps, you may want to get this offer now kind of a thing. When you do those, it's important that you give people a price that's exclusive, that's way better than they would get normally, because this is about urgency, right? This is about you getting people to say, I want it now, versus I'll come back to it later. So in that space, and I don't know if you can see this. Oh my gosh. My shirt is full of these little, these little fuzzy things. Can you see it? No, you can't see what I'm doing. Because of my locks devour my shirts. Like, for real. Like, for real. Hey, Lisa, I was just talking about you and your beautiful website that we worked on together. Okay, is the deal. I'm just sitting down from cooking and eating. Hey, Lisa. So I was just talking about the website. Drop it in there, verlisahooks.com. So right now we're talking about sales pages, my dear. So yes, it was just random because I put my hair to the side because it's getting hot in here. But then I'm like, I have all of these fuzzies on my shirt because whenever I get shirts, my locks rub against the shirt and then create all of these little fuzzy things. But anyway, what was I saying? Okay, yes. Order bumps. So number 1, there's the order bump on the page. which is really great because even though there's the main offer, if you click that little button that says, hey, I want to get that second bundle, automatically it'll go from the 97 to the next level up, right? So literally, it's not like I'm promoting two things. I'm only promoting one main offer, right? But because it's a relevant offer, I said, hey, if you're going to get this, you might as well get that. Kind of like when you go to Amazon and you buy something and at the bottom it says, you might also like ... So order bumps, you can only do on sales pages. There are some platforms that allow you to put order bumps on pages that are integrated in stores, but not a lot of platforms. So I told you that my store is with Sells, love Sells, but I can't do order bumps on my sales page, my individual product pages. I can do related items, so it'll show the related items at the bottom, but I cannot do the order bump, which I love, which is why I always do sales pages, right? So again, the order bump is just when you go to sistersense.com/UGBB, which is for the Ultimate Girl Boss Bundle, the order bump, when people click that, they get another item. And you don't have to make a whole other sales page. You just have a little bit of a description that say, hey, this is this is that. Two things when it comes to order bumps, giving them an exclusive rate, like, okay, because you're getting this today, I'm going to give you $200 off of this other thing. And then also make sure that it's relevant. So the Ultimate Girl Boss Bundle, there's a big section in there on marketing. So I'm like, if you're going to get the Ultimate Girl Boss Bundle, you might as well get the Online Marketing Made Easy Bundle because they will work well together. So even though there's a really crazy reduced rate right now to get the Girl Boss Bundle, the order bump is there. So there are people who are paying, I want to say maybe $130 or, yeah, I think it's about $133 or $34 because they're getting that order bump on top of the product plus the extra offer, okay? So thinking about up-leveling in your game, you want to make sure that if there's anything relevant that the person can get, you include it. So let me see here. Hey, Dr. Geneva, just bought your offer plus the upgrade. Going to bed now. Talk to you soon. Awesome. Definitely let me know, Dr. Geneva, what you think about it. There is an affiliate link, and I know that you're a podcaster, so feel free to drop it in your podcast and give them your affiliate link so that you can generate a commission if you feel like sharing it. But thank you so much. Definitely email me, Dr. Geneva. Let me know what you think about it. And if you have any particular questions about money, marketing, and sales, again, the email is sistersense@gmail.com. But I know you already know because we have already worked together. And I appreciate you for checking on here and getting the Ultimate Girl Boss Bundle. So guys, in 30 minutes, that rate is going to go up. But you can take a look at the Ultimate Girl Boss Bundle again at sistersense.com/UGBB. Awesome. So Dr. Geneva just got hers. Make sure that you get yours too. What do you use to make your order bumps? Okay, great question. So like I said, the page itself is set up through Samcart. So all of these features are Samcart specific. No, sorry. Samcart is another platform that I use for sales pages. You guys can learn more about Samcart through me over at sistersense.com/Samcart. This particular page I built with Thrivecart, and that order bump features, it's kind of like you have to have that platform to be able to add on that feature, okay? So again, most e-commerce stores don't necessarily give you that order bump feature. They'll give you the ability to add related items, but when it comes to sales pages, that's definitely an integral. That's definitely an awesome feature to have, okay? And it's funny because as I was talking about order bumps, Dr. Geneva was like, okay, I got mine and I got the additional offer. I'm going to bed. There are actually 3 additional offers up there. So the first one is the order bump. So people get the main offer and then they can say, hey, I want to get this other thing. So number 1, I'm giving you email marketing, conversion marketing, and sales strategies today. one of the things that you need to consider is give yourself one offer that you want to focus on promoting right now. One specific offer, okay? And then number two, yes, you can just add that offer to your store, because I have a lot of my products in my store. I may put the Ultimate Girl Boss Bundle in my main store on Sister Sense, but when I promote it, especially via email marketing or social media marketing, I don't send people to the store. I send them to a sales page for that particular offer. So you want to identify, again, your offer. You also want to consider, right now, is it within your budget to get some sort of platform that you can use to build sales pages on? So Samcart is one platform that I use. I do pay a monthly fee for Samcart. You can learn more about Samcart at sistersense.com/Samcart. All right. And Samcart starts at $99 a month. If you want to do have Samcart plus have like other premium features, like have your own affiliate program, it's $199 a month. So I was paying $199 a month so that I could have the affiliate program and all these other features. And then I discovered Thrivecart, and I signed up through someone for Thrivecart. Because it's still in its beta testing. You have to sign up through someone. If you want to sign up to Thrivecart through me, just write down TCSP for Thrivecart sales pages. You can go to sistersense.com/TCSP to learn more about how you can sign up through me. But anyway, Samcart is monthly. Okay, that's number one. It starts at $99, and then they have a $199. Thrivecart right now is, because it's in its beta and they're soft launching this product, they're soft launching through affiliates. So you have to sign up through someone, number one. And number two, they're soft launching with lifetime membership. So they're not selling it at monthly. Right now, you can invest about I think it starts at $500, but I spent $600 because I wanted some extra features. So when I was doing $199 a month with Samcart, I was like, I want to do my affiliate marketing, right? And I looked at Thrivecart, and I'm like, I'm getting affiliate marketing and order bumps and email integration, and I just paid $600. That's 3 months of premium Samcart. To me, it's a no-brainer. So I invested in the Thrivecart for lifetime membership for $600. But I'm going to be honest with you. I like the way Samcart looks. Their design is nicer, and I think they're a little bit more user-friendly for the average person, which is why I still have Samcart and I still use my Thrivecart. But I don't have Samcart at $199 anymore because it just didn't make any sense to invest in the extra, because those features I just use through my Thrivecart. Again, that one payment is literally 3 months of the Samcart premium. So I do have both. If you go to sistersense.com/simple, that's going to take you over to my Simplify, Serve, and Sell sales page. That is built on Samcart. And if you go to sistersense.com/UGBB for the Ultimate Girl Boss Bundle, that is built on Thrivecart. So yes, I still do use both platforms, and I don't plan on changing that anytime soon. So hopefully that answers your question, Katoya. On, what do you use to do the order bumps? So number one, outside of the main option of buying, there's the order bump, so people can click that and see if they want that, right? So if you are going to do, or if you would like to do order bumps, you would have to find a sales page program, a company that allows you to build sales pages that you like. Again, I invested a lot of money. I spent about $400 to have a 3-year subscription of lead pages. And honestly, I didn't like lead pages. I really didn't. So yeah, no. Not to knock them. I mean, they're for some people. They're just not for me. And even though my subscription isn't over, I don't even use it. And I thought about selling it, or I'm like, ugh. Sometimes you spend money and you just have to say it is what it is. Lead pages was one of those things for me. But if you are going to, you can do your research on companies that can help you set up sales pages. Thrivecart, Samcart, those are my favorites. If you want to sign up to either through me, again, you can do the free trial to Samcart at sistersense.com/Samcart, SAMCART. You can get a free trial. Or you can, if you'd like to learn more about Thrivecart, you can go to sistersense.com/TCSP, which stands for Thrivecart sales page. You know, it's funny when they talk about left brain, right brain, and whichever side is for memory. When I'm trying to remember something, I always look this way. It's weird how the human body works. But I'm like, T, C, S, P. I don't know why I have to look this way, but I think it's that left brain, right brain thing going on. So, order bump is number one. Now, number two is having some sort of a funnel. There are different types of funnels that you can have, right? One of the cool things about sales pages is that you can put together a sales funnel in that page itself, okay? Now, I love that when you go to like an online store, if you go to my store, you can put stuff in the shopping cart, you can check your shopping cart, then you go through the page and you put in your credit card, Sales pages, well, this one in particular is a one-page sales page. That means that all the information about the offer is on the page. You put your information in as far as your credit card. That's on the page. You pay on the page. It's one page. So there's no click, 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 click. Everything is on that page. It creates an easy, seamless process. Now, there are some little things that sometimes you have to deal with. If people go, my process, it's not working, or I don't know what link to click, or, you know, I mean, that's customer service. You're going to have to deal with that. And I'll talk about customer service in just a second. Again, we're talking about things that you can do to up-level your sales page and work on improving your conversions. I don't know what this little bump is, but I'm hot, y'all. And this hair is heating up, so it is what it is. I'll be sitting in the chair like, what can I do with this hair to get it off of me? I'm so hot. But okay, the next thing is upsells, okay? So immediately when somebody says, yes, I want to buy this, they can decide if they want to do the order bump. When they put their credit card information in and say, grab my bundle, they're going to see an upsell. It says, hey, wait, I know that you're getting your Girl Boss bundle, but Katoria says it's because you're on a roll. Is that what it is? Because I am hot as Hades. So Rudy says, what are you doing if you want to promote your courses, like your online classes? Well, this is it. I mean, I'm going through, I'm so sorry that Rudy, you're catching me on the tail end of this conversation because it's going to wrap up in about 10, 15 minutes. But when it comes to promoting my courses, I'll do a quick and dirty 60-second just to tell you what I talked about so far. Number one, I identify like a segmented list of my email list, a specific group or individuals that I know this product might be good for them. And I reach out to them first. So I do a soft launch. I email it to my list or specific people. I give them a reduced rate promotion so they can try it. That gives me an opportunity to see, you know, the price point, if this is good for people. That gives me an opportunity to test if people go, well, I don't understand this on the page. And what's this about? You got to be able to test your offer out, at least with a small group, some sort of a case study. You know, that's why when people put out new food products, they have people taste it or, you know, come into the factory or whatever they need to do. You got to test your offer, right? Giving people a reduced rate to try it, to motivate them to buy it. Urgency, you know, I did a 48-hour, this is a 48-hour soft sale. It's going to end in about 20 minutes because at midnight, I'm going to be raising the rate of the Girl Boss bundle. So creating that urgency. Right now I'm talking about some smart things you can do on your specific sales page to make the sales page better. So, and thus far I've given you some things that you can do to integrate into your sales page. Right now I'm talking about how you can make more money from one offer. So that reduced rate, that offer right now, the Ultimate Girl Boss bundle, which by the way, even though it says Girl Boss, if you're not a girl, you can still get it. It's just branding. If you want what's in there, it is what it is. But the reality of the situation is that even though it's at a reduced rate, I'm making way more than that because some people are going to just buy that offer, but then other people are going to see that there are other offers included. So the order bump is one, the upsell is the other. So when you make an upsell, so these are all features, again, connected to sales page platforms. So they'll give you the opportunity to integrate an order bump and then the opportunity to create some sort of a sales funnel experience. So when people are on the page and they go, I want this bundle, I want these courses, when they put their credit card information and they hit send, it goes, hey, Listen, I've got this great new thing that you may want to get. And the upsell is actually my social media program. I have a 12-month program where every month I give you strategies, I give you templates, I give you solutions to help with your social media engagement. And I'm like, listen, as opposed to you paying every single month to month for this 12-month program, here, get it for $50. Pay for it right now. You're going to get all 12 months for literally $50. So some people took the order bump, some people took the order bump and the upsell, and they said, hey, shit, I mean, this, excuse me, dropping the S-bomb. They were like, well, this is a 12-month program for $50. I think I'm going to get that, right? So that also allows me to step by step integrate other offers without overwhelming people. So I'm not putting them on a page where I'm like, okay, pick this option, or this option. The main option is just that one offer. These are just extras. So I'm getting my bundle at a 60% off discount now. Oh, okay, so she's got this order bump. Okay, I may get that, or I don't want to. So then the upsell, that's option number 2, order bump number 1, upsell number 2. The last one is the downsell. What's a downsell? So, okay, so they get there and they put in their information. They're about to get the bundle. Now, mind you, if you want to test this out, go and get the bundle. Go to SisterSense.com/UGBB to get your Ultimate Girl Boss bundle, right? So they put in their information. The process begins to buy the product, right? They're buying the main product. Then it says, hey, wait, do you want to get the whole year of this social media engagement 12-month program for $50? And either they say yes, add it in for $50, or they say there's a link that says, no, thank you, I don't want that. Okay, and they click the link, then it goes to a downsell. So it says, hey, wait, okay, I get it. Maybe this is what you need. Maybe you need some help with your business. You want to work through certain things. I have a Love on Your Business 28-day challenge, and I'm going to give you the opportunity right now. If you want it, you can add that to your cart. You can start the Love on Your Business challenge today. You can get instant access to the challenge today for $10. $10 for a 28-day challenge. So every day for 28 days, I can talk to you about clarity, cash flow, and your confidence too. And some people said, hell, yeah, it's $10. Why not? I'm already here. My credit card information is already in here. I'm already getting the bundle. You're telling me that I can get a 28-day challenge for $10? No brainer, right? So in that, there are literally people who are buying at the reduced rate. There are people who are buying and they're spending $90-something. There are people buying and they're spending $100 and something, and they're buying at different rates because there's the main offer, there's the order bump, there's the upsell, and there's the downsell. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's not a lot of work to put this together. I mean, I think maybe it took me an hour to add my upsell and my downsell. But, you know, sometimes you go, oh, God, it took me like 4 hours to make this free report. I mean, all of these pieces individually, sometimes we just don't want to do them. We want to be able to quickly put it up and convert. But if you want to step up your game and convert better, you've got to take the time to put these little individual pieces in there, right? Rudy says, Lisa, we need her info. Please get it. Okay. I'm going to see if I can scroll here. Okay, so Rudy and Lisa together. All right, awesome. Go get the bundle, then you can get the training. And stop asking your bestie. Okay, I guess the two of you work together a lot, huh? All right, cool. Got it. So, yeah, I mean, anybody can feel free to get it. It's a gender neutral training. It's just that branding purposes, I call it the Girl Boss Bundle, but it's about money marketing and sales. Of course, when you get there, if you do have any questions for me, number one, you can feel free to email sistersense@gmail.com. Also, when you're on the sistersense.website, you can click the gray tab on the right to send me a voice message. That brings me to another piece of this conversion conversation. And, you're asking, what do you do to sell your digital products and what do you do to sell your courses? These are the essential pieces that I put into my sales pages. One of these important pieces is communication. So I always make sure that there is either my email is listed in the header or in the footer, or there's a link for people to email me. That's so important, because people go to a page and they may want to buy, they may want to try, and they may have questions. Something isn't working. Literally, somebody messaged me while I was doing this, and I couldn't email her while I'm doing this Facebook Live. So I'll check her message a little bit in a second. I'm about to wrap up here. And then I'll change the rate of the Girl Boss bundle after I email her back. But people are going to go to your pages and they're going to have questions. Confused buyers don't buy. And pray to God that people ask you questions, because in those questions, you can make your page better. So in this soft launch experience, I'm looking for questions. I'm looking for people to let me know where they're feeling challenged or confused, because then I can clarify, I can create FAQs, I can make the page better. That's going to help with conversions. So make sure when you're looking at your sales page or your store, you're integrating pieces. So if people have a question, they can ask you, they can email you. There's nothing like going to a page and you feel like you're going to buy something. People are scared, right? They're like, there's so much stuff that people take your money. There's so much fraud. They don't want to buy your stuff and then all of a sudden you're not legit. So being able to email you and then have a real person respond, that helps calm those fear nerves, right? Especially new people who don't know you. The voice messaging platform, I always tell you guys that I integrate into my website. It's called SpeakPipe, SpeakPipe. And I shouldn't do that as I'm clapping because you probably didn't hear it. Speak, SpeakPipe, SpeakPipe. You can get the free version or the premium version. I love that, because for me, it's like me paying for a 1-800 number. People come to my website if they're looking at the sales page and they go, I'm kind of confused about this and this. What happens when I do that? They send me a 90-second message. I send them one right back. Not just people in the States. I have international clients in the UK, across the globe. They ask questions. You know, I have clients in Africa. I mean, people, they voice message me from just about anywhere. And they're like, LaShanda, and I love the accents. You know, I love to hear people when they message me and they're like, you know, I am in ... location, you know, and I want to buy this thing, but I have a quick question. And I don't have to get on the phone with them. They don't have to get on the phone with me. They send me a voice message. I message them back. That helps with conversions. So these are all these little subtle pieces. Now, it doesn't take forever to do this, but it does take time for you to be strategic and put these pieces in. So the more that you do, the better that you'll get at this process. And I say that because some of you will lazy way it. I know it because I do it sometimes too. When you're wanting to put it out there and you're like, I don't want to have to spend the time to do all this stuff. Either you pay somebody else to do it, or you be strategic and you be intentional and you get the job done. When are you coming online again? I don't know. I don't know. Turn on alerts. I always say turn on alerts, Rudy, so that when I do these classes, you can check them out. I do consistently do web classes. So the great thing is that you could just check the videos on my Sister Sense page, or you can check the videos on YouTube. You can find me, LaShanda Henry, on YouTube to watch my videos. I've recently done quite a few web classes on marketing. So you can actually go to sistersense.com/marketing and watch a couple of videos there as well. So turn on alerts for the next lives and watch the replays, those that are there. I wish I could tell you honestly that I do these once a day or once a week, or I have a solid schedule, but because of my work as a web designer, Lisa will tell you that, cause Lisa be sending me emails all the time, like, LaShanda, I need to do this, I need to do this, I'm always working with web clients, so I haven't quite knocked out a sufficient amount of time for me to strategically do live streams on a regular basis. I know you didn't need that long-winded explanation, but I just felt like giving it. So long story short, hopefully I'll be on here sooner than later. But until then, turn on alerts, watch the replays, and God bless you. Okay. So making sure that if you are going to, you know, once you pick your offer, make sure that you focus it in your store. But if you are going to go the route and set up sales pages, I definitely recommend taking a look at the SamCart, or learning more about ThriveCart through me, or just doing your research. You can definitely go online and Google. Google is my uncle and my auntie combined. Sometimes we tell Google things that we don't even tell our spouse. So you can definitely Google those platforms. But of course, if you'd like to sign up through me, you can. Now, order bumps, upsells, and downsells, the combination of all three allowed my average return per sale to be way more than the reduction. So yes, some people just took the reduced rate and got the bundle for that, but then quite a few people decided they were also going to get these other pieces too, which allowed me to generate more revenue per sale. Okay. The testimonials, the email, the voice messaging, all of those great pieces we talked about today as well. And the last piece that I'm not going to go into today, I think I'm going to do as another session. But I'm only not going to go into it today because I haven't really pushed it yet. The last piece is affiliates. So one of the reasons why I specifically wanted to do my page, my new offer on ThriveCart is because I could integrate an affiliate program. So you'll notice that while you're on the page, if you want to, you can join that. Being in a space where I have an affiliate is, for me, an amazing thing because, number one, I want to be able to reach more people. So you want to convert more. Not only do you have to think about your existing audience, so I focused on soft launching to my existing email list, number one. And then number two, I also reached out to those of you who follow me socially. So being on here and sharing just giving you like a step-by-step of these are the things that have been happening as I'm marketing real time via email and via social media. Going to your live streams as I'm doing now and integrating social media engagement and training. That's level number two. Affiliate marketing, that's level number three, because then you're going to be able to reach new audiences. So you remember I said to you quite a few times, really and truly, I created the Girl Boss Bundle. I love y'all, but I ain't created for y'all. Oh my God. I created the Girl Boss Bundle for my affiliates. I created the Girl Boss Bundle because a lot of times people come to me and say, oh my gosh, LaShanda, I work with new entrepreneurs and they're always like, I need you to help me with my new business. And I would love to be able to send them to you. Do you have an affiliate program? So I've been over the years really trying to work on my affiliate program development skills. And the Girl Boss Bundle is just a new iteration of that. So while I love y'all probably got so much of my stuff already. If you want to get the bundle, me giving it to you at a reduced rate is also just an appreciation of the people who love me and buy a lot of my stuff. But I really created it for a new audience. And for me, it's working on building my affiliate team. Ultimately, I want to reach more new people who are not in my circle. So doing, again, email marketing and social media marketing level 1, the live stream level 2, reaching new people through the live stream, that's also a part of level 2. So I'm checking in with those of you who follow me, but at the same time, those of you who share this out and tag other people, they're going to be like, who's this chick, right? And fingers crossed, they start to follow me, right? So that is engagement level number 2. But then number 3 is other people sharing you. Now, I have clients who just because they either love to share or they love what I do, they share me and they make no money from that. But I want to create an affiliate program for this because I want to give people the incentive. I want to be able to see, because I love when my affiliates make money through me, whether it be a couple of $100 or a couple of $1,000 through me, right? So me not only being in a space where I can generate revenue through my digital content, but being in a space where I can create an opportunity for other entrepreneurs to make extra money and for us to work together. So I'm building my reach. And at the same time, I'm helping other people build their bank. For me, that's affiliate marketing in a nutshell. So you're sitting there and you're trying to figure out, how do I strategically get this stuff to sell to more people, right? Again, number 1 for me, I always tell you guys, I'm a quote girl. So my first quote that I share with you today is, as always, your wins begin within. You start from within. You start from your immediate circle. You start from your customer base. You start from your email list. Your wins begin within. And then you work on branching out using your social media platforms where people follow you, because the viral nature of social media, the ease in which people can share content that they can share with people who might like it is important. And then, of course, using social media, I don't do Facebook ads. I don't do organic ads, and enough for me to teach you how to do it. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't do it enough for me to teach you how to do it. I do it a little bit, but doing the social media and integrating a little bit of advertising, I'm predominantly an organic marketer. That's important to me. And then ultimately being able to partner with affiliates on that higher level. So marketing to new people through the people who I already know. How can you help me to classes online up to there? Some of the words are missing with that. Okay, so here's what you could do, because I'm about to wrap up. You can email me, sistersense@gmail.com. Email me that question, because I read it, but I didn't quite understand it. And we can talk a little bit more via email, because I definitely would like to help to point you in the right direction. Tell me a little bit more about your classes, what you're doing, specifically. The more specific you can get about where you're struggling or where you need some clarity, the better I can help you. That goes for you, Rudy, but also for those of you who are watching, whether you're watching live or via the replay, okay? You can email sistersense@gmail.com, okay? So the short answer, like I said, is you can start with your internal circle, the people who you know, the people who are on your email list. Like I said, when I put my sales page together, in addition to sending people to that sales page, I also put in a lead magnet. So if people don't buy the paid offer, there's also an opportunity for them just to sign up and get on my list. So building your list strategically, using social media, tweeting it out, doing some sort of live so that you can give people an opportunity to learn from you before they even get on the course. These are all strategic pieces to the promotion process. And again, there's a lot of stuff that I've put inside of the Girl Boss bundle. There's a whole section on marketing. I talk about different aspects of marketing, how to promote your promotions. And so, there's some meaty pieces in there as far as, how can I help you with your promotions? I have a lot of training in the Girl Boss bundle on marketing. So outside of what I teach you or what we can talk about individually one-on-one, I have that training for you to kind of dig into and absorb as you go. So that's it. That's all I'm going to share, because literally there are 3 minutes before it's midnight. So I made it to midnight. I didn't fall asleep. I am going to check in with those of you who have emailed me. I'll update the Girl Boss bundle rate. It's not going to go all the way up to the regular rate of $97 just yet, because I haven't officially launched it yet. That's coming in the next couple of days. But the soft launched original 48, that's ending in 2 minutes. So, alrighty, my dears. Hopefully you enjoyed this session for today. Feel free to drop into the comment box just before I go. I might give them a couple more minutes because it ain't quite midnight. Let me know if anything in particular that I said today was helpful, as far as things that I said about email marketing, sales pages, or conversion marketing. If there's anything that I talked about today that was helpful to you, feel free to drop that into the comment box. If you did decide to get the Ultimate Girl Boss bundle at any level, it's amazing because there's a lot of stuff in there. There's like hundreds of dollars worth of training that I've put my foot in, like mama's good cooking. That's in that bundle. So at any rate, it's still a great bundle to get. But of course, once you get it, I'd love to know either what motivated you, what you like about it, what you think about it. Send me those reviews. Email me, sistersense@gmail.com. Last but not least, this is one of the first times in a long time that I've done a late night web class, and it's worked out pretty well. So if you guys would like me to do more of these, feel free to email any web class requests. And I'll see what I can do for you. Alrighty, my dears. Till next time, take care. Mwah. Bye.